Hello, gentlemen. Have you ever gone on a date with a girl you were attracted to, but felt like you were either too self-conscious, too nervous, or simply were not able to tap into your most confident self? And then instead of impressing the girl, you either tried too hard, were not truly yourself, and couldn't find ways to connect with her. And despite your good efforts and intentions, she eventually told you she just wasn't interested. First dates often feel awkward, uncomfortable, and bomb pretty much most of the time, as virtual connections have become the norm. Men and women often go on dates with people they have never seen before in real life. Even a guy who met a girl at a bar and chatted her up for a few minutes typically doesn't get to know her well enough to truly feel at ease with her on their first date. So how do you overcome the inherent awkwardness? On the first date, show up as your most confident self and make her feel at ease with you at the same time. In this video, we're going to show you the 6 ways to achieve, just that it will show you how you can create better chemistry, generate more attraction, and build a more meaningful connection. This will not only ensure you crush it on your first date, but make it much more likely she will want to see you again. Better Alpha Advice is a dating advice channel for the modern man who wants to date smarter and connect better with women. We hope you will find this video valuable. Please do go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to our channel so we can keep you in the loop. Also watch the video until the very end so we can reveal a very uncommon way to impress a girl on the first date. What have been some ways that have either worked for you or have not worked for you on first dates? Do share it with us in the comment section below this video. So the first way to build a better connection with her on your first date is to ask her more in-depth, interesting questions, and then pay close attention to her responses. Most guys don't ask enough questions. Instead, they let the conversation flow around them like a river, keeping their boat afloat by spewing out whatever words seem most relevant at that particular moment. The result is more of an interview than a flirting session, and a one-sided one at that. To be interesting on your first date, ask your date questions about herself and listen closely to her answers. Asking about things she's passionate about will help you build attraction with her on a first date and even initiate physical touch with a woman who's in her best state. So how do you ask her more interesting questions? An example would be to ask her, what is the most exciting adventure you've been on? What's an exciting place you have visited and why did you like it? Or what's something you've always been meaning to do but haven't gotten a chance to yet? What are some of your turn-ons and turn-offs, and why? Or even what's something hilarious or awkward that has happened to you recently? By asking her slightly unusual questions, you get her to tap into a positive experience and move into the right state. This will help lower her defenses and make it easier to connect with you. As she tells you her stories with excitement, try to listen and not interrupt her flow. Finally, avoid tried questions such as, what do you do? And stay away from the negativity of any kind, so don't ask her about her ex or anything that could get her into a negative state. Number 2, avoid one-word answers. One thing to avoid on your first date is giving one-word answers. People want to talk, so give them something to talk about. Try asking the date questions that give you both more of a chance to relate and connect. It will make for a much more interesting conversation and help you build chemistry. What do you think is important in relationships? What do you look for when dating someone? What makes you feel attractive? If a woman asks me out, does it mean she's attracted to me? Why or why not? What are some things I can say on a first date that make women feel attracted? And so on. All of these questions will help keep the conversation flowing naturally and keep her interested in talking with you. Number 3, work in gentle touch and flirtation. By now, you should already be working in gentle touch and flirtation during your interactions with women. Light touches to her forearm or shoulder as you move through an area together are fine, but make sure that you're being deliberate about it. No woman will think less of you if she notices that you've touched her gently and flirted with her a little bit. She'll like it. By building attraction on your first date, you'll ensure that things progress smoothly when it comes time to ask her out again. If she senses chemistry between herself and another man, she's going to want more from him. So get in there and give yourself every advantage possible. Here we go to number 4. Let the date develop naturally and hold back your excitement. When a man dates an attractive woman, he often acts too excited, tries to initiate physical contact too fast or out of context, and even displays signs of outright neediness. There is a fine line between coming across as a passionate yet confident guy versus a guy who cannot control his impulses and is too overeager to generate chemistry and initiate touch before the right conditions exist. So how do you let the date develop more naturally? As mentioned in the first point, ask the unique questions that get her to talk and move her into a more positive state of mind. Take only what the flow of the date will give you. If you've been unable to generate enough attraction and build enough chemistry, moving in for either gentle touch or even a kiss will result in her defenses coming up very fast. This is bound to either lead to a soft or hard rejection and make it harder for you to recover later. So stay attentive to her, read her cues and body language, and make your moves. Number 5. Avoid 20 questions and have an engaging conversation. One of my favorite topics when it comes to dating advice is how guys can avoid appearing too eager or overzealous on a first date. Questions like, so, what do you do? Where are you from? And how long have you lived here? Are all perfectly fine for getting to know someone. However, they're not ideal for attracting them, if that's your goal. Instead, ask questions that relate to a story she told or something that happened in her life. These kinds of questions are more engaging and will be less likely to make your date feel pressured. When you pay attention, listen actively, and show genuine curiosity about what she has to say, you'll be amazed at just how well it works. Number 6. Be confident but not cocky. The same tactics that work in business don't always transfer to your love life. Be confident and show you're interested, but don't try too hard or come across as overbearing. That can put people off and make them feel like they have to impress you instead of vice versa. If you're looking to build attraction on first date, keep it simple. Compliment her shoes, playfully tease her about something she's said, or find common ground in a shared interest. The important thing is that it comes from a genuine place and doesn't feel like acting. Be yourself and chances are good that you'll be able to create attraction on a first date.
Hey guys, if you want girlfriend or want to marry someone, or you're a man who want to keep women interested in you, so looking for dating guides and advice, don't worry. We've created a high-quality free PDF titled The Female Mind Control Handbook. You can download it for free from the description below.
And the last but not the least, number 7. Take command of the date and pick a great dating spot. You want to feel like you're in control of your date rather than feeling like she's leading. That way, you'll appear confident and masculine, which will be very attractive to her. When you meet up with her for your date, suggest a place that is on your turf. Choose a restaurant or bar that you enjoy going to and make sure it has meaning for you. If she asks why there is, tell her it's your favorite place. They say first impressions count for a reason. You often only have one good shot at dating the woman you truly want. This is why it makes sense for you to adopt the behaviors and mindsets that we've outlined in this video. You want to give yourself the best shot at not only impressing the girl you're dating, but also at leaving a lasting impression on her. We hope you've enjoyed this video and gotten a sense of just how much work we put into it. Please be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay in the loop. It is our goal to empower you to act, date, and be a confident, high-value guy. What have been some of the things that have either worked or not worked for you on first dates? Please share your experiences on what you thought about the tips we shared in this video in the comments below.